Alright, buenos dias. Welcome to BNI Decatur, where it is greater. Excellent, thank you all for coming. Short little disclaimer, we are recording this video and live streaming it on TikTok to billions of viewers. Please silence your cell phone. Let's be considerate to our fellow members, and let's put attention, as my mom used to say. Welcome, thank you for the guest for coming here today, either as a visitor, if someone invited you, or if you're substituting for someone. Your leadership team is myself, Roberto Rodriguez is the president, Alex Merritt, who's not here, he's the vice president, Justin Reams is our secretary-treasurer. Our membership committee, Senior Stuart Jones, Randy Godfrey, Tom Morphy, and Aaron Schumann. Our education coordinator, Stephen Bentley, and our mentoring coordinator is Misty Palmer. Our lovely, lovely visitor host team, Salde Albino, Jordan Laurie, and Senor Evan Kirsten. Our mission statement here at BNI is to help BNI members increase their business through a structured, positive, and professional referral marketing program that enables us to develop long-term, personal, meaningful relationships with quality business professionals. So our chapter in the past 12 months, we've passed over $1 million in thank you for closed business. Our fiscal period begins in October, and the Vice President's report will outline all of that. So our core values, we have 7 of them: givers gain, building relationships, lifelong learning, traditions and innovations, positive attitude, accountability, and recognition. This week, our featured presenter is Jordan Laurie with Cleomeyer State Farm. Senor Jordan, what would you like to talk about today in this, or what core value speaks to you?
I mean, I know probably 90% of the people say givers gain, but that for me is kind of the basis of what drives my participation in this group. I've always been a believer in the rising tide raises all boats, and try to keep the ecosystem as fertile for everybody as possible. And I've found, I've said this before, but the benefit, I said this before this morning actually, the benefit of me working with all of you guys is a benefit for my clients first and foremost, right? And that just improves the quality of the nature of everything that I do. So as much as I try to give to you guys, it innately gives back to me in my practice and what I'm doing, even beyond the scope of referrals. And thank you for closed business.
Excellent, thank you. So we do have 2 pending applications that will be updated, but today we are inducting Señorita Emilia Markson. So Señorita Emilia, would you come up to the front? And I would like everyone to stand up, because we're going to, let me have you stand over here. We're going to bring out the pizza blood. So we have our code of ethics. So we're going to say our code of ethics. I'm going to read them off. You're going to say I will, and then the group will say and we will too. All right. So I will provide the quality of services at the prices that I have quoted.
I will provide the quality of
no, just say I will.
Oh, I will.
I love it. Sorry, my bad. I will be truthful with the members and their referrals.
I will.
And we will too.
I will build goodwill and trust among members and their referrals.
I will.
And we will too.
I will take responsibility for following up on the referrals I receive.
I will.
And we will too.
I will display a positive and supportive attitude with BNI members.
I will.
And we will too.
I will live up to the ethical standards of my profession.
I will.
And
we will too.
Excellent. Big round of applause. Take a picture real quick. 3. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Right now we're going to pass the white business card binder. And as you came in, we had a chapter roster sheet that kind of has everyone's contact information as well as what they do. Visitors, you may pass your stack of business cards around to your left. That way the members can get it. Do not put them in the white binder. The white binder is only for the members. Don't forget to take notes on today's presentations. And the network educating moments. Stephen Bentley is not here, so I said I would do it. Today I want to talk to you about referral networking tips. So what is a good referral? So a referral just isn't a name, it's a warm connection, something where you set the stage for meaningful conversation. And so the best referrals come when you understand the needs of both the giver and the receiver. So think about quality over quantity. One strong referral is better than 5 weak ones. So how to identify referral opportunities? Listen to trigger phases. Conversations, trigger phrases in conversations like, I'm looking for, or I need help with, or do you know anyone who? So consider your existing network. Who do you already know that could use a member's services? Be intentional. Make it a goal each week to create at least one referral to someone in the chapter. So how to make a referral stronger. Pre-frame the introduction. Before passing referral, let both parties know why you're making the connection. Use the double opt-in approach. Ensure both parties are open to introduction before making it. Offer a testimonial when possible, saying, I've worked with them personally, which adds credibility, right? So the power of reciprocity, did I say that right?
Reciprocity.
Thank you. The more referrals you give, the more you receive. So that's that giver's gain mentality, right? So be proactive. If you're not getting referrals, start by giving more and building stronger relationships. Follow up on referrals you receive. Express gratitude and keep the cycle moving. So last part, leveraging BNI for more referrals. Using the one-on-one meetings to deepen the relationships, to learn what your fellow members truly need. Educate your chapter with specific asks. Avoid vague requests like anyone who needs insurance. And instead say, I'd love an introduction to a real estate agent who needs insurance for their clients. Track your results. Understanding what works helps you refine your approach and generate even more referrals. So definitely that is, sorry if I was too long-winded, but thank you. All right, the Ivan Award. So last week was Senor Aaron Schumann, is he here today? Welcome, come on in. So the Ivan Award is named after the founder, Ivan Meisner, and it is given to the person who has the best presentation. So what presentation are you guys, or the visitors are asking, right? So members will now have 60 seconds to educate us on what they're looking for this week. So we want everyone to be specific and make it memorable. What or who is a great referral for you this week? So we're going to put this in random order. So you'll see at the bottom right. Ooh, and I'm first. When you hear the little bell, just wrap it up. Visitors, you will have the opportunity to talk about what you do after everyone goes. And I'm going to remind you, if your industry overlaps with the members' industry, just tell us, what is your favorite plant? All right. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
My name is Ruben Rodriguez. I am the group's commercial real estate broker, and I work with owner-operators and investors in any number of realms. So whether it's multifamily, office, industrial, single-tenant net leasing, I have the resources and expertise to help them. So it depends on what bucket you're in, right? So if you are a property owner and you're looking for a tenant, I can help you with finding a tenant as well as representing the transaction. Or if you are a business owner looking for a space to work out of, I can certainly help you with that as well. So perfect referral for me is if you know someone is looking to expand their operations, relocate, or invest in income-generating properties, I can help them. And this message has been brought to you by Cimarron Reposado Tequila. What time is it?
Tequila time.
Good morning, team. My name is Carlos Watson. I am the representative of the slightly used luxury vehicles in our neighborhood. I sell cars and everything, but I want to start off on a little bit of a different note. Woke up this morning and heard about a plane crash into a helicopter that happened over D.C. So for anybody who believes in anything, send prayers out to those people. It's a very unfortunate situation. That was really bad, but that's off topic. But yeah, so I sell cars. Anybody who drives, right now we have tax season, so a good referral for me would be maybe someone who does taxes, anyone who you know who's just gotten taxes back, who's maybe looking to, again, trade a vehicle, get an updated vehicle. Jordan, shout out to my man Jordan. I'd like to thank him for coming over and getting a nice little truck and everything. And I still need insurance as well, which I do try to blast that out. Carlos Watson.
Thanks.
Hey, good morning. My name is Hunter Gurney. I own and founded Gurney Benefits, we're an employee benefits advising group. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Anyone know who's playing?
Chiefs, baby. Chiefs and whoever else.
So the Super Bowl brings about the best football competition in the country, the best talent, the best kind of producers of football content. And it's because of competition. You know, the competition really drives performance. So one thing that I do, I specialize in helping businesses control their health insurance costs. One way I do that is by facilitating a competitive bidding process between different health insurance partners. It really drives down the cost, and I have a unique process to really do that better than other agencies out there. So if you know anyone in any specific industries who needs insurance, health insurance, let them know you got a guy. Thanks.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Richard Moore's Moreland Property Inspections. This week, all the sorts of different things I do, all the different kinds of properties I look at. There's another kind of property I look at that you may or may not know, but people were purchasing 403k loan properties, and that pretty much means that, or let me back up, great referrals for me are somebody who's buying a property that needs renovations, going through a mortgage broker like Art and getting that type of loan. I am a consultant through HUD that when you first call me, I look at the property, kind of give you an idea of what it needs, help you write up a scope of repairs, a cost of repairs, and then you go to the bank, see if it's approved. If it is approved, I'm the guy who comes back on a regular basis to make sure that whoever you hired as contractor is doing the steps needed to get you that finished product. And I also approve the funds when you do what you need to, then I finished. So Rick from Moreland Property Inspections.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby Griffith. I'm the owner and founder of Clarity Fitness, Georgia's first body positive fitness studio on the downtown Decatur Square. And today we're asking for referrals to eating disorder treatment hospitals. We can provide movement services that are eating disorder informed to treatment hospitals by staffing their team with incredible movement professionals. And we figure out the certification, we figure out the credentials, and then we're filling slots for them based on what they need. We can do virtual, we can do in-person in the Atlanta area, and any connection to anyone, again, in any kind of eating disorder treatment hospital facility, be it an outreach representative or someone higher up on the board, would be a great email introduction for me. Abby Griffith, Clarity Fitness, you are enough.
Good morning, everyone. You know, I'm impressed at how much I can see from like the side here. Everyone's side profiles from their picture. You know, the most valuable asset any of us have in life is time, right? So most traditional physical therapy clinics, the traditional script that you're going to get is going to be 3 to 4 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks, right? I don't know about you guys, but me, I don't know who I'd be able to dedicate 3 hours a week for 6 weeks to, and not including drive time. So you're looking at, you know, an hour, 2 hours, so 6 hours a week, 3 to 4, or for 4 to 6 weeks. That's a ton. We really condense our efforts. We make sure that those people work with us 1 time a week. That typically spaces out pretty quick to once every other week or once a month. You get the same results using less time in traffic, in the clinic, and more time out and doing the things that you enjoy to do. So if you have somebody that's frustrated with their traditional healthcare model in terms of they don't have the time to be able to do it, let us know. We'd love to be able to help them out. Athletic potential, if you have a body.
You're an athlete.
Good morning, sales team.
Good morning.
I know I look from this side because normally I'm over there. I'm Art Wood. I'm the mortgage guy, and I kept waffling back and forth what I was going to say today. But today is my last time here as Goldwater Bank. So I made the decision to move to another bank, partially because I'm not sure how much longer Goldwater will be around. But secondly, there's just a lot of opportunities. So a bank called Illuminate Bank. I was up in Minneapolis Thursday and Friday. It was 1 degree up there, so I prefer down here. But they closed schools on Tuesday because it was negative 20. But what else? What I'll do, I like being over there better. What I'll do over the next few weeks is just kind of talk about some of the things that I'm picking up by going over there. But the biggest things are great rates, great service, great products, and still nationwide. So if you know anybody needs a mortgage, I'll turn their mortgage into a work of ours.
Aaron is running late. So you have Joshua Johnson. No. So you have Randy.
Good morning, team.
Good
morning.
How we doing? All right. My name is Carl, owner operator of Eleganza Cleaners, and hard as I might believe, spring cleaning is closer than we think it is. I saw Mr. Bondi out with the top down on the convertible. A little early, but I appreciate it. That said, gentlemen, if you are about to fumble the ball on Valentine's Day or feel like you might fumble the ball, here's an idea. Get her a gift you might actually appreciate. Clean the home for her. If she has that offer in mind, you might also be able to recover said fumble this Valentine's Day. Eleganza Cleaners, so fresh, so clean. Right on.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Bagwell with Bagwell & Associates. I'm the group's real estate attorney. I help ensure that the transfer of property ownership is completed legally and efficiently. My job is to review and draft legal documents, research and clear title issues, and coordinate with lenders and real estate agents, and just oversee the closing process in general, including the funding, handling all the money involved. I can provide guidance and legal support throughout the process, helping the parties understand their rights and responsibilities and ensuring that the transaction goes smoothly. I can also assist with any issues that may arise during the closing process, such as title issues or disputes over property boundaries. My goal as a real estate attorney is to make the process of buying or selling a property as stress-free and straightforward as possible. John Bagwell with Bagwell Assistance.
All right, Amelia.
I'm Amelia. My company is called Instinct Design. I specialize in supporting small to mid-sized companies with high-value projects that support internal structure and growth. So that's going to be marketing collateral, sales documents, PowerPoints, internal documents like your employee handbooks, manuals, tutorials, things like that. And then, of course, your classic graphic designer stuff like logos and branding. So the best referral for me would be someone that, of course, owns a small to mid-sized business that does the most important things as a business is how you present yourself.
Thank you.
Good morning, team. Mike McClellan, Decatur Neighbors, where I look to always help our businesses get acclimated to this community. Decatur Neighbors is a digital and print platform where we're constantly looking for experts that want to grow their business here at the local level. Very hyper-local, community-based marketing and digital and print platform. We actually just started some new digital side of our marketing that's an amazing platform. Love to share that with you guys anytime on one-on-ones. But yeah, always looking for companies, home services are like always the top types of businesses that our communities are looking for. So yeah, right now I'm really trying to get nailed with an HVAC service provider, interior designer, great services for this community, and I'm also looking for families. So if you know families, feel free to recommend them as well. Mike McClellan, Decatur Neighbors.
Good morning, everyone. Each week I'd like to educate and ask. So my educate is, last week I had a client who noticed a $39.99 charge on her account. And as we're going back looking, that charge has been on there for quite some time. Calling the 800 number, realizing it was a gym membership that she had forgotten about because she wasn't looking at the statement, she never noticed it. So imagine them doing that to 1,000 people. That's almost $40,000 worth of revenue each month that the gym is getting because they're not looking at the statements to dispute it. So we were able to dispute the one for January, but the past ones we're not able to dispute. So take a look at your statements from time to time. If there's anything on there, communicate that. My ask, again, for the month of January was CPAs. And those are great referrals for me because in tandem, we can help clients with situations like that. They reconcile the statements each month. Misty Palmer with Tandem Bank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, sales team. My name is Tom Warnke. I'm at the Oak Insurance Group, and I'm the group's business insurance agent. I help businesses protect their business from potential loss. We put these insurance products around the business, build a wall around them so nothing can penetrate that wall, so the businesses can work. They don't have to worry about the insurance. I take care of that for them. So we do that with things like general liability, workers' comp insurance, commercial auto insurance, professional liability, things of that nature. So we build that package to make sure that nothing can penetrate that wall. Good referral for me this week is a property owner. We're starting to see the rates loosen up in some markets. They said it was coming in the first of the year, might be this first quarter, but we are seeing property loosen up a little bit. So if you know a property owner that owns a commercial piece of property, I'd love to sit down and talk with them, do a risk assessment, and see if I can help them out. Tom Warnke, the Oak Insurance Group, strong as a
Oak.
Morning, everybody. George Meyer with Clearmeyer State Farm, specializing in life and income insurance. You're going to hear from me in a little bit, but most of it's not going to be super technical. So just a reminder that right now my project or my goal or my ask is for parents who are looking to create guaranteed insurability for the life of their maybe child, maybe adult child. Guaranteed insurability is permanent life insurance for a younger person with the option through a number of stages in their life past age 40 to be able to increase the death benefit without future underwriting. It's a reality that whether we're 15, 25, 35, most of us develop something that changes our long-term insurability somewhere in life. So this is a chance to ensure that your children will never lose the right to have life insurance. Jordan Larry, Clearmeyer State Farm, because we all got to go sometime, but hey.
That's right.
Buenos dias.
Yes.
Veronica Pesena with Citizen Advocacy. We believe in the power of the ordinary. Where we believe in the power of the ordinary. Because I forget it. Citizen Advocacy cultivates caring community through individual action and mutual support. These advocacy relationships create an awareness that something better exists. I recently had a meeting at a local high school with a lot of their special education leadership and the principal. And these folks, as you can imagine, care deeply about their students. But there was such a profound, powerlessness at hearing about citizen advocacy, knowing that when their kids, right, that they have at the high school, age out, which is age 22, they drop off a cliff. And that is the power of an advocate in these kids' lives. Because they had this big group of people loving and caring and guiding them, and that ends. And so an advocate can be very powerful in an adult with developmental disabilities life.
Hey everyone, I'm Aaron, and today I'm in marketing here for Stephen Bentley. So Stephen understands the challenges that we face when it comes to marketing for our small businesses. That's why I want to share with you a great resource called Thrive Marketing Center. It is a one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. With Thrive Marketing Center, you can create beautiful websites, manage your social media, run targeted ad campaigns, and even manage customer relations, all from one convenient platform. The best part, it's designed specifically for small businesses like ours. Now, I know that marketing can seem overwhelming, but Thrive Marketing Center makes it easy. With its user-friendly interface and expert guidance, you can boost your brand and grow your business in no time. So if you're looking for a complete marketing solution that will help take your business to the next level, check out Thrive Marketing Center today. Your business
Smarter.
Morning, everyone. I'm Joel Wagner with Bentley Roofing. I am the group's roofing expert. Recently, I read 2 books. One was Chop Wood, Carry Water, and the other one was Pound the Stone. And this year, Fraser Roofing's mission statement is better before bigger. And the idea behind it is we're going to be hyper-focused on the process of giving homeowners the best experience they can have so that we can grow our business naturally. So, if you know anyone who is who has leaks in their roof, because it's probably just been exposed from the snow, who has an old roof or has storm damage to their roof, refer them to me. I will walk them through the process either through a retail experience or through an insurance experience from beginning to end.
Joel Wagner with Fraser Roofing.
Faith
Family.
Fraser.
Good morning, BNI. Let's wake up.
Morning.
I'm going to talk about sleep, and I am an executive coach that specializes in ADHD. Why I'm talking about sleep is because people stay up all night scrolling on their phones and they're sleepy. But people with ADHD have something extra. Stimulation fatigue. Anybody know what that is? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine falling asleep in a symphony? I did last week. I was so nervous about going into it because I knew I would fall asleep. I would love it, but I'd fall asleep. Anybody fall asleep in a Beyonce concert? I did. Anybody fall asleep 6th row White Stripes concert in the rain? I did. Anyone fall asleep in an MRI machine?
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was just weird. Okay. So I've done that. I've slept at dentists. I've slept all over the place because of a monotonous noise. It just puts me to sleep. If it's too tedious, my neurological disorder kicks in and conks me out. I fell asleep in the middle of a fight with a girlfriend. Now, she was going on for a long time. But this is the truth that people need to accept with ADHD, is that it is real. So I talk to corporations, I talk to people, and I help them see the reality so they can accept it. And Kirsten, thank
You don't have ADHD, you have narcolepsy.
Good morning, I'm Erin Peterson, the CEO and founder of Scout Stories. And just like Carlos this morning, I couldn't look away from the news. Hearing about the plane crash over DCA was horrific, and all I could think about were the families of figure skaters and flight attendants and what it must be like for that air traffic controller this morning. And then the words of Mr. Rogers rang in my head. When the news is scary, look for the helpers. They're always there. That's who we at Scout Stories are looking for this week, the helpers. We'd love to talk to nonprofits, to doctors and lawyers, people with a purpose trying to make our world better, who might need some help themselves trying to get their message out. So if you know some helpers, that'd be a great referral for us this week. My name is Erin Peterson. I'm the CEO and founder of Scout Stories. Let's tell your story.
Good morning, my name is Ivan Ramon. I'm with Horizon Windows and Doors, your specialist in sales and replacement of windows and doors in a chapter. Today I want to talk to you about the winter. Yes, the bad part passed, but we're only in January, so in February we might have some more. So if you have some bad windows, crappy windows, think about replacing it now that it's warm, so we can make the job easier before the second part of the winter comes in February. Quality windows and doors are in your horizon.
Good morning, sales team.
Good morning.
You do a little bit better than that. Good morning, sales team. There we go. My name is Sharday Higgins. I am your neighborhood property and casualty specialist for insurance for Allstate. And I am here to talk about insurance. I'm getting a lot of claims coming in recently just from customers that need assistance. And with that, it brings me to talk about the fact that we need to talk about abuse. So I know a lot of you all may not have, or maybe you all have had abuse recently, or if you haven't, please come to me, either home, renter, auto, condo. Bring it to me and whatnot. Let's talk about it and see if I can look into saving some money or guide you into a direction that will make sense for you all elsewhere. But remember, it's not always what you pay. Call me, Sharday. I'm here to
Save.
Good morning, BNI. Good morning. I'm Sade. I hold the massage seat in our chapter, and we are 30 days into 2025. And how many of you have stuck to your health and wellness resolutions?
Oh, yeah.
Any hands? Okay, quite a few of you. I'm proud of you guys. Well, along with those health and wellness resolutions, a lot of times can come unexpected aches and pains. And so if you are a weekend warrior, you have a spouse that is a weekend warrior, or part of your New Year's resolution is to pamper yourself a little bit more. I invite you to schedule a one-to-one with me to see how Touch Therapy Co. can help you reach those goals. I'm Sade. Learn to touch and be touched.
Like never before.
Good morning, BNI. My name is David Woods with Squeegee Squad, your neighborhood window cleaner. Got a quick question for you. 500 or 15,000, which one's better? It depends. So you can either pay me $500 to deal with your gutters, or you can pay Randy $15,000 to come repair and replace and repaint your entire home, because it's a basic thing that you have neglected to do that we can take care of. Choice is yours. That takes us into our ad for this year, or for this quarter. Schedule a gutter cleaning with me, and we will take care of any other services that you want, from window cleaning on down, with a 20% discount. Once again, my name is David Woods with Squeegee Squad.
Your neighborhood window.
Good morning, happy Thursday, sales team. My name's Stuart Jones. I'm with Floor Coverings International. I've been talking about blue antelopes. Do you guys have any idea what that is? No. So Jordan probably knows. It's part of a drug trip. No, I'm just kidding. No, we did a really cool stair runner that's in the antelope print, but the color is blue, and so it looks amazing. And I got a picture, so if you want to see the picture, come over and I'll show you my phone. But we do cool things like that on staircases, and so if you know someone like that that's looking to kind of get a little pop to their kind of blah house, that's a great way to do it, is to add a really cool, colorful stair runner. So that's what I'm looking for this week at Floor Coverings International. We love it.
When you walk all over us.
Good morning. Ari Bondi, attorney specializing in estate planning, business law, and litigation. Been talking about the business law side of my practice for a while. One thing I do that dovetails well with BNI, I work with franchise owners, people who are looking to buy franchises, people who are looking to get out of their franchises. There's a lot of work, a lot of legal work, contracts to review and negotiate, and I have a pretty good track record with that. So anybody who's looking to get into a franchise business, or anybody who's in one who wants to get out or possibly merge with another territory, send them my way. Ari Bondi, attorney.
Sorry, I'm get out of this bush. Good morning, everyone. My name is Robert. I'm subbing for my wife, Lindsay Sullivan, today. Lindsay is a travel advisor. She's been in the industry for a number of years now, and after joining this group and being inspired by all of you, she has decided to start her own travel company, Riley Road Travel. Whether it's booking trips for parents seeking the adventure of a lifetime with their kids, or retired couples looking to explore Italy, wine tasting events, or even just younger groups of friends going on a bachelorette trip. She can do it all. So if you have any, or I guess referrals for her would be anyone that's looking to book a group trip anywhere. Just hasn't had the opportunity to really pull the trigger, but wants to book the trip of a lifetime, come to her. And this is not her slogan, but I wrote it down. I think I'm going to try it out. Anywhere you're trying to go, book with Lindsay at Riley Roads.
Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Pender. I'm filling in for Alex today. I guess all you guys know Alex. He only gave me about 2 sentences to say, so it's not going to fill 60 seconds. But I'll start off by, I guess, just saying how I know him. I went to law school probably about 10 years after he did, so when I got out, I was still trying to figure out how to practice law, and he became a mentor to me real quickly. He has a lot of experience, very competent lawyer in a lot of different areas, and he's the guy that I call if I have a legal question that I can't figure out. And he's a super good guy, too, as you guys all know. Anyways, today his ask is, his main area is personal injuries, you probably already know, but today's ask is that if you have any connections with people that do physical therapy or that are chiropractors in the Cobb County area, to make an introduction for him. And I don't know if he has a catchphrase. Does he have a catchphrase?
Morning, guys. Justin Reams with My Exterior Cleaner, your go-to exterior cleaning experts. So whether you're trying to soft wash your roof, soft wash your house, building, commercial building, or pressure wash any of your flat surfaces and the like. This morning, just want to tell you a quick story about a friend of ours. Well, not a referral from Josh, our plumber. His chiropractor walked in, flustered for his service recently, just was over the moon, not over the moon. She was stressed, hurt, upset, and I can't remember all the other adjectives, but basically she's been looking at her driveway for the last like 3 months, upset and frustrated, and just couldn't deal with it any longer because it's slippery, and she knew that she had to deal with it at some point. And that morning she slipped and she fell. Being a chiropractor, you'd think you'd be a little bit more proactive, but if you know anybody like that that has just been staring at their driveways for too long and it's really dirty and slippery, tell them to give me a call.
Good morning, Decatur. I'm Mike Hawkins, Pure Maintenance, Georgia. We do mold remediation, and we do it a lot different than many of the other competitors out there. We have a whole home kind of holistic health approach to what we do. And to that end, I thought I'd bring up a couple different stories where we've had 2 clients that didn't necessarily have mold, but they did have something in their house that was making them sick. One led to a full body rash, and the other one was respiratory issues. And we had no clue. And they said, I don't know what it is, but I've been to my allergist, I've been to my specialist, I've been to my doctor. I want everything in my house dead. So we obliged, showed up and sterilized every single room, all the furniture, the carpet, the insulation, and both have amazing recovery stories the week after we were gone. So my ask is, if you bump into anyone with mold problems or anyone that just wants to have a healthy home, Pure Maintenance, Georgia, you've got mold. There you go.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. My name is Thad Gilliam. I'm the team's financial planner. In 2010, I started my business with my business partner, Scott Boyd, and we had no clients, no assets under management, and we were trying to get new clients. And so we started networking and marketing, and in 2011, I joined this group with 3 or 4 other people. There was like 5 of us. We got together every week. We invited people. It was pathetic for like 2 years. The group eventually grew and grew, and now it's the group that it is today. And it's been a joy getting to be part of this group and our firm's growth. A big part of it has come from BNI. Recently, I'm kind of tearing up. I was looking at my renewal date, and it's actually February the 1st. I made the really tough decision to not renew. Just because the last year or 2 I've been consistently behind on kind of serving my clients, and I feel like first and foremost I need to get to my clients in a timely fashion, be able to do the work that I've agreed to do, and I can't invent more hours in the week. So I decided to step away from this group after 13 or 14 years. So appreciate everybody, appreciate just all the connections I've made in this group over the years, and I'm going to go a little longer, Ruben, because so I looked at stats for the last 13 or 14 years. So over that time period, it says, I think the best thing when I think back on my BNI experience is just all the people I've met. So like, right, the group changes, and over that time, I've easily met over 100 people really well that I otherwise wouldn't have known. So to me, that's the biggest benefit. But to anybody in the room who's like, does BNI work? Like, yes, that's why I'm having to step away, is ultimately because BNI works. So today, looking at our firm's revenue, over $200,000 of recurring annual revenue comes from BNI client, or people that I met in BNI or through BNI. So that's like a significant amount of revenue that comes from BNI. And it says here I've passed over $260,000 to other people during that time period, which I guess I'm proud of. Had a bunch of one-to-ones and so on. But I guess I just wanted to communicate, super sad that I'm having to step away, but I want to communicate that the process works. If you network and connect and grow your referral network, it's going to lead to business, and it's just been an honor being able to be part of this chapter. So thank you.
We will be missed for sure, and we'll continue the connections. All right, did we miss any members? Nope. Any members? Nope, not yet. Okay, so now we have the opportunity for our guests and visitors to stand up, tell us what you do, the name of your company, give us your name, the name of your company, what you do, how we can help you. Once again, if your industry overlaps with an industry of a member, don't tell us what your favorite plant, tell us what your favorite color is. Okay, so we'll start right here to my left. Senor.
Hey, Eddie LaRocco.
Speed camera reported ahead.
Undercover police officer. No, I'm the chief revenue officer with Aaron. Work at Scout Stories. I had a plant already picked out, so I'm just going to go with that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Venus flyplant or fly path.
And continuing over here, we have Senorita.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoe Smith. I work alongside Jordan at Cleomere State Farm, selling life insurance, auto, home, and my favorite color is pink.
Oh, wonderful.
Good morning. I'm Kristen Miller. I'm an estate planning lawyer with McIntosh Law in Decatur. A lot of people don't know what estate planning is, but what I do is advise clients and work with them on drafting wills and trusts and related documents to make sure that their assets are distributed the way they hope and intend at their eventual, unfortunate, but ultimately inevitable passing. My favorite plant is a Christmas cactus because it thrives on benign neglect.
Yeah.
All you have to do is park it in a certain place that it likes, give it some water every 2 weeks, and let it grow you some flowers at Christmas.
You know what? I love it. We're going to keep with it. And scanning over here, scanning. Senor, behind the plant.
I'm Robert Sullivan. Again, Lindsay Sullivan's husband, Sevenford. I work for Dick Clark Productions. I do international TV licensing. And my favorite plant is a Joshua tree.
Cool. Senor?
Joshua Pender. I'm an attorney. Mostly what I do is criminal defense, but I do a few other things too. I worked at the public defender's office for about 3 years and then opened up my own law firm, the Pender Law Firm, about a year and a half ago. And kind of my MO since then is when I get phone calls and it's a case, like maybe a personal injury case, I don't exactly know how to do. What I'll do is I'll call someone like Alex Merritt and say, hey, can I work this case with you so I can learn how to do it so next time I can take it on my own. So that's kind of how I've been learning as I go and, sharing, to a smaller part in the attorney's fees, but kind of how I've cut my teeth learning how to do some other areas of law. So right now, mostly criminal defense, but learning a lot of other areas of law. So I feel confident I can help you with any criminal defense needs myself. But if you have any other legal needs, I probably know someone I can refer them to, and then I can learn something.
You can steal. I had a criminal defense attorney that I used to network with, and his tagline was, "My best client is your worst nightmare."
I was thinking about just because you're guilty, just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty.
That's actually great. That's a good one. Senor?
Hey everybody, Aaron Lichke. My passion is not marketing at all. But as you know, I'm the director of citizen advocacy, so Veronica went, so I'm not going to say much about that today. I can't think of a plant that I know the name of, so my favorite color is burnt orange.
Okay. And scanning to my right, Senorita?
Ever notice how insurance companies love to take your money, but suddenly they get amnesia when it's time to pay? If that's not you, ask a citizen in California, ask a citizen who went through Hurricane Helene. You pay premiums for years, and when you finally file a claim, they treat you like you're asking for a loan, or like you're, you hurt them, or like you're a criminal. So that's where I come in. I'm a public adjuster, and I fight to get every dollar you're owed, making sure your insurance company keeps its promises. I'm like Robin Hood, okay? I take from the rich and I give to, those who need it. So, because, let's be honest, expecting an insurance company to pay fairly on your own is like expecting a cat to do your taxes. Technically, it's possible, but it's going to be a disaster.
That's pretty good. All right, scanning, and that's it. All right, so we're going to take a 5-minute break right now to refill on coffee, use the restroom, maybe schedule some one-on-ones. We have Senor Jordan Laurie, who's going to be our speaker presenter. So keep in mind, I will let you guys know when the 1 minute take your seats, wake it up. Set up the one-on-ones. All right. thank you all. Settle down, settle down. I know how rowdy it's all early in the morning. We have some young Jordan Lowry here. Let's give him his. Let's give him your attention. Let's give him his attention. All right, Senior Jordan, take it away. You will have 10 minutes. I will let you know when the 2-minute time is left. So you are good to go, Senior.
All right, so I didn't really want to do a particularly technical life insurance conversation. You guys hear me talk about insurance enough. What I wanted to share a little bit more of is what we tend to talk about when we have one-on-ones, right? Which is kind of my path for how I got here, a little bit what my passion is about why I do what I do and why I care about life insurance. It took me a minute to kind of launch my creative mind to get this put together until, for whatever reason, AI generated this photo of a robot eagle fighting an eagle over a pile of gold, and I realized that my role is trying to help protect you and your family from the worst case scenario, even attacks from robot eagles trying to steal your pile of gold. So look, life can be like climbing a mountain, right? Does anybody know who this guy is? I feel like Thad was going to be the first one to recognize him for some reason. This is Alex Honnold. Okay, if you guys don't know who he is, he's debatably the greatest rock climber in the world. He was the star of a really interesting climbing documentary called Free Solo. And what does he do?
Free climbing. Famous for free climbing.
Right, and also setting the speed record for a lot of his climbs, right? So life, especially with things like what that does, like financial planning, or all of us trying to save for retirement, our kids' education, pay our mortgage, whatever it might be, often feels like we can get here much faster without being too concerned with climbing with protection, right? And that's what Alex specializes in. And getting here is pretty amazing, right? Even especially if you're a guy like Alex, there's got to be a certain amount of focus, intensity, and then elation when you get to the top of the mountain. But don't look down, right? The further we get up the mountain, the longer we have to fall. I think most of us would be comfortable climbing 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, maybe 50 feet up in the air without a rope, knowing that a fall probably wouldn't kill us. But as we get later and later through life, we start to have more priorities, more rest, more wealth, so on and so forth. So I used to kind of be like that guy, and I was sort of doing my own free solo, right? Those of you guys who know me a bit know I had this is cute how the text moves over. I had a previous first career that I basically semi-retired from. I was living my best life, traveling around the world, kind of doing whatever I wanted to, not too many concerns. As the note says, I was actually pretty cool. And at times a little bit crazy, so I wanted to reveal a bit this side of the beauty. You can see this is a stuffed elephant head, and this is a leopard leotard I borrowed from my friend's mom. I actually ended up this night at the most exclusive club in Athens, Greece, still dressed in that outfit. And people thought that I was like a celebrity or something because I don't know. Maybe I was David Bowie's kid, I don't know. Anyway, sometimes maybe I was a little bit crazy, right? And then this happened. This is my motivation for pretty much everything I do, as it is for you guys. This is my son, Alexi. And I realized at that point in time that I wasn't really prepared to continue to go through life trying to climb mountains without a rope. I would rather prepare for the unexpected on the way up rather than praying for a miracle on the way down, right? So I decided I was going to educate myself a bit on how to make sure that my family was properly protected. I started doing a little bit of research about life insurance. I had some things in place that I purchased through the workplace or otherwise. My parents had some policies they got for me when I was a kid, but I really had no idea what the purpose of any of this was, what the right amount was, and what was the best thing for my burgeoning family. And what I found out was that most of us don't know that much about life insurance. We've got an opinion that we took from our parents or grandparents or our drunk uncle, or we had a bad experience with a life insurance salesperson, or we've seen something on Instagram or the internet, and that's generally the whole of what we know, and we don't know the advantages and all the different options of different life insurance plans that exist out there. So I decided I was going to change that
by dedicating myself not just to insurance sales, but being consultative and an advisor to help as many families as I can evaluate what their real needs are and how to best provide for their family. This is such a shame because I did this in Keynote, and then I guess when I sent it over as PowerPoint, it all got
Well, this is a
screwed
pixel
up,
book,
but-
so it just.
I mean, I don't really care that much, but at least we can continue with the trend of AI-generated images. So here we have the robot eagle in deep meditation. And I always want to ask, families, what is your most valuable asset, right? What do most people say? They say their car or their house, right? But I can tell you, certainly not that vehicle there on the top. It's not even that Bugatti there underneath. The little ramshackle cabin, probably, if that's your most valuable asset, then you need to get with that and potentially a recruiter to find you a new job. But even if you own this chateau in France, it's not this, right? What is it? It's you, right? So that's financial, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's all the things that you contribute to your family, regardless of how valuable your home is. The income that you would potentially generate over the next 20 or hopefully 30 or 40 years that you continue to work is still considerably larger financial asset. So my passion is really helping families like this one evaluate and understand and then right size what the best solution in life insurance is for their needs and also their budget. Why life insurance, right? This is what I hear from most people when I bring it up and what I think when I hear it. And by the way, for those of you who've never tried to sell life insurance, the answers that people have for why they don't have it or why they're not going to get it are oddly the same 4, 5, or 6 things, right? And typically those come from a place of really not wanting to consider our own mortality and not wanting to engage with insurance companies or insurance people. Tom and I have spoken about this a lot, right? So what do people say? Well, I don't need it. So I always think, well, what does that mean? Does that mean you're never going to die? Does that mean that you have a lot of money? Well, if you have a lot of money, then you can afford life insurance. So why wouldn't you purchase the security of having more money to leave behind with the money that you already have? I already have it at work. Okay, well, that's great. How much do you have at work? Does it travel with you when you're going to leave work? Is the amount that you have there enough to replace you and your income for the rest of your life for your family? And what happens when you leave your job or eventually retire? I mean, a lot of everybody, not maybe not everybody, but most people in this room, work for yourselves or work independently in some way, right? So those of us, when we start our career, great that our job gives us something to protect ourselves, but when we decide to leave and go start our own business, well, what happens then? This is my favorite one. I can make more money in market. Well, I mean, in some respects that's true. If we all knew exactly when we were going to die, then we could hedge all of our bets between investments, life insurance, and otherwise. I'm pretty sure that if you knew that you were going to die tomorrow, that you went out and bought life insurance today, that's the best return on investment that you can see in any financial product, right? So the goal of what we're doing, whether it's finance or insurance or how those things work together, is to create a portfolio that looks after all of the needs, that thinks about the probability of how long you're going to stick around and how much money you can make in the market with the consequences of not looking after the worst case scenario, right? That's our job in insurance, is to think about the bad things or the worst things that can happen and make sure that when they do, you're not falling all the way from the top of the mountain back to the bottom. The 3 guarantees I share with everybody about life insurance, right? Especially if it's done the right way. Number 1, someday you're going to use it, right? We all got to go sometime. Hey, that's life. Okay? If you do it the right way, life insurance will always pay out more than you pay into it. Now, we'll go back to the ROI thing. There's a million ways to compare it to what's the best investment for you and your family. That's the evaluation that we do when we tailor and custom fit life insurance policies to what your needs are. But I can promise you, if you do it the right way, you're not going to come out behind on the deal. And then whatever it is that you've got, right, you don't get to take it with you. So whether you leave behind $10 or $15 or $10 or $15 million, there's no way that you're taking it away with you. So it's better to think about and plan for exactly what that's going to look like, where it's going to go, and how it's going to be administered at your time of death. I ask everybody, okay, so once we've made the decision to talk about life insurance and you know that you need it for your family, well, what do you want to get out of it, right? Do you want to pay for your mortgage? Do you want to pay for your kids to go to school? Do you want to leave XYZ behind for additional family members? Whatever that is, it's our job to think through that process and then, again, right-size the mix and combination of policies for your family. By the way, so AI here, if you can't read this, it gave this guy a 3rd leg, and this child it inserted into a treasure chest full of gold. I'm not sure why he's in there, but anyway. So I want to help families, tailor and right-size their coverage to what their needs are. Some examples of how we use it or things that we think about: mortgage protection, income replacement for a spouse or other family member, estate planning. For small business, I work with a lot of small business on key person insurance or buy-sell agreements. Trust funding, especially with things like special needs or long-term generational wealth transfer. That's it. So here's my disclaimers. No models or actors were compensated for the production of this presentation. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of robot eagles. No insurance professionals were harmed in the production of this presentation. And then I'll read my own joke here since you can't see it because it was red text, but by continuing to read this slide, you are consciously choosing to overindulge me. So thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. That is definitely one of the most entertaining ones that I've seen in a minute.
I had to follow
Yeah,
parents.
we have time for maybe 2 questions, just 2 real quick questions.
Jordan, I have a question for you. Are you able to take care of people out of state as well? Because I have some family members who've been looking and trying to get some.
Depends on the state.
Okay.
So from our agency, with my licenses, I can do Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama.
Okay.
But for anybody in this room, yourselves or referrals or otherwise, I'm more than happy to give advice for free to anybody who's looking for life insurance, and then I can connect them with an agent in our network or otherwise.
Okay, one last question. Last question.
Do you have markets for people with pre-existing health conditions?
Yeah. So one of the things about, this is a brief State Farm comment, but one of the things that can be difficult with State Farm, is some people in this room can attest, is that we're very rigorous with underwriting. The reason we are is because we want to be able to make accommodations to offer life insurance for as many people as possible, even considering some pre-existing conditions. The nature and severity of them will of course change the scale, either a premium or what specific policy is available. But one of the things that I do a lot of is try to help people who have had a difficult time getting life insurance elsewhere get it through us.
Excellent. Great question. Thank you, guys. So please remember to set up your one-on-ones so I can ask students some more questions. So right now we have the Vice President's report. This is really where we track our metrics, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But referrals given last week, 11, first-time visitor 0, one-to-ones complete 48, CU 16, and last week was 7,900, and thank you for closed business. And in the 17 weeks, we're at 443, which I kind of mentioned a little earlier because our fiscal year begins in October. So make sure that you log in and record your data as far as your CUs, one-to-ones, referrals. Thank you for closed business in the BNI Connect app. And to stay in good standing with BNI, come to the meeting, set up your one-on-ones. If you can give a referral or bring a visitor, that'll certainly help. Senor Justin.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Jordan. That is the most entertained I've ever been while listening about life insurance, so thank you very much. Next week we have Hunter presenting for us. Hunter, a quick reminder of who you would like for us to bring to your presentation.
Yeah, any professional services, so CPAs, financial advisors, law firms, any kind of professional services.
And then Carl, Carl, who would you like for us in 2 weeks to be bringing to your presentation?
Property managers, office managers, maintenance teams, really anybody that be responsible for the upkeep of the co-private space.
Spectacular. All right, keep that in mind. And Abby, Rick, Lindsay, and Carlos will actually reach out to you guys independently to help kind of catch us up on that one. If you're a little slow forward. Everybody should have received an email a couple of weeks ago for Q1 dues. Q1 dues are due on February 15th. If you haven't paid, you should have also received an email from me last night. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me.
Excellent. So now is our I Have section for referrals and testimonials. So this is where we are going to highlight the contribution to the team for this week. So we're going to stand up one by one, letting us know what referrals you had, what one-to-ones you had. Try to make it quick. Visitors, stand up and please let us know what you enjoyed about our meeting today. Okay, so when it comes to you, stand up and give us your honest opinion. So I will start. So I had a couple of referrals to Josh. One was myself and one was a client of mine. And I think I also have a thank you for closed business for Josh. So we'll start to my left.
Yeah, I had some great one-on-ones. I had one with Ruben yesterday. Got a chance to talk to Abby. I referred myself to Abby, and we're excited to work with each other. And I have a visitor this week. I brought my business partner, also known as my husband.
Excellent. Well, business partner and husband, stand up and tell us what you'd like. Or did.
No, I really enjoyed getting to think about the possibility of robotic eagles. No, I enjoy the networking. I think it's coming out and talking about what we do and how to help. Love that. So, thank you.
I have referrals for Mike and Randy, an HVAC company that is stealing business from them and more business in Louisville. All right, never mind. No, that other Romney.
Oh.
No,
Gotcha.
Other Mike. Longer than expected. Anyway, so I've also had good one-on-ones with Rick and with Randy and with Mike, all concerning my casa. Thank you.
I actually had a one-on-one that I gave to Tom, and I had another one, a referral. I had another referral for Mike.
Had a great one-to-one with Danielle yesterday and referred somebody to John that I got to follow up with. And thank you, the guys that came out and partied with me as my 90s Rock Show Friday.
Thank you, close business for Evan and referrals.
So I sent a referral to Veronica, or a connection to Veronica. Did a one-to-one with Rick and Stephen and REA on the day that we were all absent last week.
Is it me? Oh. I have a testimony for Carlos and Olympic Auto. As I mentioned last week, my significant other was abusing and bullying me into purchasing her a new vehicle, and Carlos gently held my hand through the process and told me everything was going to be okay. And lo and behold, I survived.
Yes, and let us know what you thought.
I enjoyed listening to everyone today and learning what you all do, and I really enjoyed Jordan's presentation as well.
I have really enjoyed the opportunity to do some networking. I had a 25-year career in state government before I came to private industry and started doing estate planning work. And so it's weird because in government, you get referrals all the time, but it's just to do more work and you don't ever get paid any more than you already got paid. It just means you have an extra job on top of the one that you have. So it's really awesome and refreshing to be doing like private industry kind of stuff. The other thing I really enjoyed was Jordan's animal print dress. That really stay with me. Thank you.
I think a lot of people appreciate that. I can't remember if I already mentioned it, but thank you to Josh for coming over and taking a look at our water heater. Did a great job and wrote him a review for that. Art, great show as always. It's a ton of fun. And Misty, I'm meeting with Will just after this meeting, so thank you again for connecting us.
Awesome presentation, Jordan, and great show art, and really excited to work with Aaron. We're going to get together a branding video to explain what Clarity does, and can't wait to show you all during my presentation.
Testimony to Jordan. He is very, very patient. He has helped me out with my life insurance and my husband's. I'm still kind of going through the process, but I can't really see crazy enough to. I had a wonderful one-on-one with Veronica, and I have some one-on-ones coming up this week that I'm looking forward to, and looking for some insurance reviews.
All right, so as Jordan said, had a great time with he and family. That was amazing, man, and I'd like to thank him for his close business. I'd like to thank Ari as well in bringing in Grace, and we got her taken care of. Everyone who's reached out in an attempt to get vehicles, I thank you all as well. I do have a lot of referrals coming up, mainly from my insurance people in Charlotte. She looked out for my brother on a whole different note, which kind of combines with, so I really, really thank you for that as well. Appreciate everyone.
Sarah, Josh, you want to stand up and let us know what you like?
I just enjoyed hearing what everyone does and learned a little bit about some lines of work that I've never really thought about what goes into that type of thing. So thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Had a referral to Randy for some painting from a go job that I did earlier this week. That's why I'm tied into that. Definitely, if anybody knows any robot eagles that want to start painting windows, I'll be looking for those, train them up, so just let me know.
I've enjoyed learning about all the different industries you all are involved in, and appreciate that this group inspired my wife to start her own company. I'm very grateful to you guys for that. Lindsay's received a ton of referrals from many of you, working with some of you on trips of your own, and yeah, I'll be back as a guest. It's great.
Josh isn't here, but I would like to thank him for a referral that he recently sent me in. To let you guys know what I'm trying to do this first quarter before the weather starts getting hot, is I'm reaching out to HOA associations, and I'll be reaching out to many of you to attend with me if you're available. I think if we bring the service people to them, we may be able to do a lot of business that way. So because they work 9 to 5, they're not able to go to the bank or make these phone calls, but if we do their HOA meeting and there's a roofer, there's a pressure washer, there's a banker there, then they may do more business with us. So look for those emails from me, and please make time to do this.
Yes. That's awesome. I missed y'all. I haven't seen you in a very long time. Except for Justin. I see him everywhere. Thank you. Let's see, I had some great one-on-ones with Brother Stewart, Randy, Mr. Bondi. Have some introductions I want to make to Pat and to Lindsay. And I'm forgetting something. Weekly plug for the Speed Network events. Just for folks who can do business nationally. I think that's a great resource. Please take advantage of it. And yeah, appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Art, for closed business and testimonial for REA. Helped me with a friend and former client of mine take care of a thing with a probate matter. And the guy texted me afterward, thanked me for introducing me to him. He did a great job. So thanks to you.
I think most of my things have already been covered, but thank you, David, for new business. And my favorite plant at the moment is the creeping fig, which is the stuff out there on the bricks. Nice.
Oh, I was thrown off by the creeping fig. So. Anyway, had some one-on-ones last week, but thanks to Josh, the plumber, he had a drain leak and it was stinky in the basement. He came over and fixed it very promptly, and so we did a video. So that was pretty cool. Actually, it's like my second video in 7 years, so that's going to be fun.
That's cool. I have a referral. The guy sent is Joel. I have a customer who's getting non-renewed for some curling shingles. Jordan, great job. Can't emphasize life insurance. I mean, I've seen the devastation being in the industry so long that people who've had it and people who haven't. It's just a great thing to have. My wife is bypassing me and going straight to Lindsay to book her next cruise. Thank you, Ari, for close business. And then I've got some more that we're heading. Dad, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
My favorite plant is the cast iron plant. I think it's impossible to kill, so I really like it. No referrals this week. I would just say hope to stay in touch with all of you and do lunches and whatnot. And yeah, hit me up every now and then. I'm happy to sub. I know you all filled my role with an even better financial advisor, but I'll come and talk about something else. So yeah, hit me up every now and then for a sub.
Yeah, so every time I'm here, absolutely love it. So once again, I just want to thank you all for the positive energy. Every time I get an opportunity here, it makes the rest of the week and the next week even better.
Yeah, that genuinely gutted. We're not going to be seeing you every week. Appreciate you putting in the time all those years ago to get the BNI chapter started. It's helped grow my business, being here with all y'all. Y'all sent me great referrals to grow my business. You trust me with your business, and I really appreciate that. So just thank you.
My first week as an official member. Having a one-to-one with Jake next week. Got some great business cards. Loved hearing from everyone, and I'll be, going through my list of friends, family, and colleagues, and trying to get some
Thank you.
I had a couple ones this week. Evan, Ari, Thad. We'll definitely miss seeing you here. My wife was just asking me this morning, you got to talk to Thad. We got to do our 1 year thing. We've been with Thad for a couple of years now. Not only is he good on the investment side, is that when you meet with him, unlike our other advisor before him, he actually sat us down and did the whole, this is what you make, this is what you have, this is what you have to deal with the kids, this is where you need to be in the future. So it wasn't just investment, give me your money kind of thing, it was a plan, which was nice.
Excellent.
So it was a good week. I had a 360 painting out to do a small project that I have, and I got a couple of one-on-ones scheduled, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I had a referral from Josh, our apartment complex, or not apartment complex, goodness, our building that we have our business inside of needed a plumber because essentially they sent it out to us. So I was like, yeah, I know a guy. And then I had a referral for Abby, and I thank you for the referral from Abby as well.
Great one-to-ones with Sade and Sade. Referred myself to Aaron and Sade.
Morning. I'm very thankful for myself in the last week or so. I did have a referral for Ivan. He's already taken off. And I'm definitely looking for one-on-ones. Let's get that scheduled. But actually, you and I had a one-on-one and we forgot to record it.
Was it that good?
Preemptive thank you for closed business and the referral from Evan. Great one-to-ones with Josh and Carl yesterday when we visited another one. And kind of going to echo exactly what Hunter said. Thank you, huge thank you to our founding member, Thad, because this group has done tremendous things for me, my business, and the whole nine, and it wouldn't be without you. So thank you very much.
All right, excellent. So now's our VP's referral reality check. I have one locked and loaded unless someone wants to. Usually the vice president has highlighted. But there's anyone that want to share a referral? If not, I will share mine. So my other business, I had a shower that had a leaky valve. I called Josh and he was like, I can be there in a couple hours. And I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. So he came later on that evening. He disassembled it, and he came back. Funny thing, because it's an old shower. He was like, man, I was about to throw this thing. It's from 19 whatever. And he was like, I'm glad I kept it. So he got me back up and running. As well as at the same time, I had a client in the other business who manages properties, which I didn't really know that's what he did.